At an awkward moment, we recognized each other, and Yi-chan secretly wondered if Yang Zida had a bit of a problem, but she held her tongue and left the hospital. Yi-chan took me to handle a nearby leap of faith case, and Yang Zida called to warn me about keeping an eye on Yi. After hang up, Yi-chan indeed started probing, asking about Yang Zida and me, and why he had knife wounds yet wanted to leave the hospital. I honestly said he's lost it, mentioning our adopted daughter diagnosed with a heart condition, needing costly surgery. Yang Zida was eager to leave to make some money, and this explanation temporarily eased Yi-chan's worries. She didn't press me. At the scene of the jumper, a man lay dead. Yi-chan went downstairs for clues, and I called Yang Zida quickly. Then I learned Yi-chan was the cop that night. She recognized me but acted normal. Jumped off the balcony. I clung to his collar, feeling like my life hung by a thread. I couldn't let go, because what I was holding onto wasn't just a stranger's life, but my last shred of dignity. If I let go, I'd end up being no different from that trembling murderer I was 7 years ago, useless and unable to save even one life. Just then, the man asked me a question. Did you feel sorry for me? Would you dare go out with me? Well, I promised him. I didn't think much of it at the time, just wanted to get him down safely. Little did I know this often promise would almost change my fate. After handling the case, Yang Zida and I discussed in the rental house. We were on Yi-chan's suspect list. We weren't afraid of being caught, just worried about Tail's next surgery. Initially out of guilt. That was for penance, but over the years, we'd built a deep bond with her. So, the priority is to gather surgery funds. The next day, the forever young designer personally came to thank me. He left me his contact, knew he hinted at the date. But on New Year's Eve, Yi-chan took me busting. Chaos reigned and I was torn. Casino money is irresistible. I considered stealing for Tail's surgery, but caved and took $4,500 in gambling funds. The next day, Yi-chan brought me to the office, didn't interrogate or scold me at all. He said the seized gambling money could be more, then lectured me on humanity and law. Do you know what a person is? To me, humanity is a blend of the divine and the beastly, possessing both unimaginable goodness and wicked. There's no right or wrong, that's just human nature. That's why the law is quite charming. It doesn't care how good you can be, it just limits how bad you can get. It knows everyone has their dirty little secrets. It's fine to think about them, but you can't act on them. The law is more like the hidden constraint in our humanity. It's a form of enforced moral education. His words weren't just warnings, they were a test. I realized he wasn't really lecturing me. He was giving me a chance to confess, showing he'd seen my evil and good. The law's foundation is never about punishment. It's about providing a stepping stone when one is about to fall. But at that moment, I couldn't come clean because I needed to stall until Tail's surgery was over, so I only admitted to taking the gambling. Actually, I took an extra $4,500. Yi-chan didn't blame me, had returned it to the law in due time. He also mentioned that we go through life and death together, yet my salary was only 1/5 of his. He didn't tell me it shouldn't be a regular thing, he just wanted me to figure it out myself. I was so dazed until I left. I had just left 10 fingerprints on the glass table. When he stepped out, I rushed back to wipe away the evidence, but when I returned, fingerprints were wiped. I realized time was running out. To stall. I thought of the old designer and reached out. Over the next days, he came daily to pick me up after work. This raised Yi-chan's suspicions, and she stealthily followed us to an upscale club. She witnessed our closeness first, and this wasn't an act, our hearts were intertwined. After that, she completely dismissed her doubts about me, because a gay guy could never be the murderer in a rape case. Who's interested in that? It must be Mr. Shung, haha. By E3, the moment I spoke that lie, I sentenced my true self to death in my heart. I knew I had to nail this lie down like a rusty bolt to bury the truth for good. I stalled until Tail's surgery till he forgot me. 7 years ago, his mom died by my fault, now he calls me dad. Perhaps the only way I could atone is by trading my dirty soul for his bright future. I thought this was it. I thought Yi-chan's inquiry into me would end until I discovered 2 wanted killers in the Twin Towers. Yi-chan took me and a few others along. We were about to capture them but met fierce resistance, losing a few colleagues. We chased the killers to a connection point. Yi-chan slipped and almost fell. I instantly grabbed her. As the killers closed in, Yi-chan suddenly shouted, Xiaofeng, let go. Let them go, they're coming. Xiaofeng, please let go. You 3, just confess. Her words hit me like a hammer. I knew that letting go would bury the truth from 7 years ago forever, but I couldn't do it. Because if I let go, it wasn't just her that would fall, my brotherhood's guilt our built over 7 years would collapse too.